We all thought that Emeka is only jealous about Jonathan's progress or being with her family, but there is more to that. Why Emeka is so much into duping or into bringing Jonathan down. So much secrets have been revealed by Emeka. Why he is very angry to Jonathan. It all started when Emeka and Debbie were they met. Debbie tried to ask Emeka, what is your next plan? I think that we have done a lot and I think that we should stop from here. That's when Emeka said no. I cannot stop from here. I have to continue. I have to see that Jonathan goes to the street. And Debbie was like, don't you think that you are too much? It seems like, Emeka, you have so much that you are hiding that leads you to this situation. That's when Emeka started revealing the secrets about the incident which happened between him and Jonathan. It happened that Emeka and Jonathan, they were two good friends since then, and Emeka could be there for Jonathan every time he needs his help. And here, this is when we get to know that sometimes we should treat people good, or we should mind the way we speak to people, because some words, they get deep into our hearts and they tend to break us. At the end of the day, we turn against you, or we turn against our friends just because of the words they used on us. And so Jonathan and Emeka were good friends since then, and whenever Jonathan needed help from Emeka could offer that help. It happened that Emeka one day, Jonathan's wife Clara stayed in the home and he fell sick, and when Jonathan called Emeka to help him take his wife to the hospital, Emeka was there for him. He cancelled his meeting and went and took Clara to the hospital, where he spent 2 days and 2 nights in the hospital without even saying anything or asking anything in return with Jonathan. But when it was his turn for Jonathan to give him a helping hand, Jonathan just insulted him and make him not to be a man or to be less a man. How? When Emeka's mother got sick, Emeka came to Jonathan as his friend, who they happened to be together. They hung out together, they club together. Even when Jonathan has women outside, or he's vibing women outside, Emeka could not come out to tell Clara about it. So when his mother got sick, Emeka came to his friend, and asked his friend told his friend about his situation. In his words, Jonathan asked Emeka, what is really eating you up? Why are you not chilling up? Drink up. And he said, Jonathan, I have a problem. My mother is sick and they need 300,000 nairas just to cooperate him or to commit his treatment. You know what Jonathan said? Instead of Jonathan assisting Emeka, Jonathan went on and insulted Emeka, telling him that he is not good enough to be a man. He cannot be his friend if he cannot hustle much. How can 300,000 naira be? How can he fail to get 300,000 naira just to take care of his mom? And yet his mom is already saying that he's the only son, but he should be ashamed. She should be ashamed of his son, because since he cannot be able to correct or to be with only ordinary 300,000 naira to take his mother to the hospital or to commence his hospital. And And Jonathan went on and said, please, you should do us so hard so that you can treat your mother. Don't let that poor woman to die from the hospital. And Jonathan said, how can, said Jonathan, you can insult me, you can say anything you want, but at least give me the money so that my mother could be treated. Emeka said, I don't have your money. I don't have 300 naira. It's not that I don't have the money, but I don't have the 300 to give to you, Emeka. You are a man. Go out and hustle. Can you imagine? Someone who is happened to have slept in the hospital for your wife when you are out of the state. He helps you to sleep there to treat your wife, and he comes to your aid and you did not even help the person. And Jonathan and Ken and they continued and asked Emeka, even if it's that, I know it's pains, I know it's too wicked of Jonathan, but don't you think how you have done a lot? Emeka said, not even that. The worst thing that after sometimes Emeka and Jonathan, they met, and Jonathan was giving 700,000 naira to a prostitute, just or to his side chick, and he cannot even help his friend. And when his friend already asked, he said, please don't say that, don't even talk about it. I don't have that money and I'm not going to give you that money. So at the end of that day, Emeka's mother died just because he could not get the 300,000 naira to treat her. So sometimes we blame people about what they are doing, but it's only revenge which they are seeking for. But don't you think that Emeka has gone too far? Yes, Jonathan had hurt him a lot, and he pretended to be his semi-god in the situation when he needed on. But I think that he didn't have included the innocent people like Benny and Clara. They should have fought their battles man to man. And the worst thing which hurt Emeka a lot was that when the mother died, Jonathan was ready to finance the value with 3 million naira. Can you imagine? Someone asked you for only 300,000 naira just to treat his mother, and now you are ready to offer a helping hand for the value of his mother with 3 million naira. That's an insult. That's an insult to your friend. For you want to take your friend out for clubbing, but you cannot help him in a time when he's in need. Jonathan, you did not do well at all. No wonder Emeka is trying so much, is fighting so much to see you with nothing. You hurt him a lot. At least even if you are not going to help someone, let the words you speak be words of encouragement, but not words of insult. This is what Jonathan did. And Emeka was like, so Jonathan cannot give me 300,000, but he can use 3 million just to finance the value of my mother. It's like you wanted the mother to die so that you can show that you are Big Joe. Can you imagine? And not that you spent even more than 3 million naira on the body of ceremony. Now we are blaming Emeka because of his hunger. The man has carried this for a lot. The mother is the only person he had. He would have insulted him despite every situation, but at least he would have given him the hand of help so that this man can also treat his mother. Now Emeka has just believed that maybe if this man gave me the money to treat my mother wouldn't have died. Maybe if this man, Jonathan, helped me, I would have helped myself also not to be insulted. But no, he went on insulting him. Now Emeka is paying back to Jonathan, because since that day, he promised himself to make sure that he stripes all what is making Big Joe or Jonathan to insult him, to see that he also resembles him. He also be unworthy to be a big man at all. The only thing which hurts me is that Emeka and Benny and Clara, they are the ones also paying for the sins of the husband, of their father. Maybe Emeka, you would have taken a step and you exclude the two people who never hurt you, because they didn't know where things started and how you got to be friends. And Debbie was like, please, I know that you have a lot which is paining you, but don't you think that you should stop? This thing is not leading you anywhere. Emeka said, I cannot stop. I want to see Jonathan on the street also begging for something to eat. But my question is, don't you think that also Debbie might use this information against Emeka? But some people are very wicked. Jonathan, you are very wicked. No wonder this young man is fighting so much to give you heart attack, to see that you are suffering. Emeka went ahead and said he is the one who destroyed the businesses which Jonathan made when Clara gave him money. Can you imagine? So things in life, let's mind about the things we speak to people, even the way we act with people, especially when we have money. Now, Emeka has gone too far with Jonathan just because of one mistake Jonathan made. I love you guys. Thanks for joining this family and thanks for commenting. Let's meet in the new video. Bye bye.